Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we're looking at the Ninja from Metal. I always say Metal Gear. I can't do it. I can never say it right. Metal Gear Solid from the Revolmini line. So this is one of the little figures. You can see him in the palm of my hand. Very small. Granted, I have large hands, but still pretty small figure. He stands only about 4.5 inches tall. And a quick comparison between Snake, he's just a little tiny bit taller. So again, if that's accurate, let me know. If it's not accurate, let me know. You can post that in the comment section below. I always like to see your guys' feedback. He comes with not nearly as many accessories as the Snake figure, so we can go through that pretty quickly. He has the same upright and display stand, so nothing new there if you're a Revoltech collector. If you're not, it's just a little upright, little display stage. And he comes with not nearly as many hands. Well, I guess it's nearly as many. Comes with a fist for either side, and they all have the same little hinge on them to let the hand move. And then he has an open hand for either side so that he can do jazz hands or cool poses. And then he has a sword holding hand. So that's it for the hand, kind of. We can also pop that hand off and replace the arm with this. I have no idea what this is other than it looks like a giant gun, which is pretty cool. But like I said in other videos, I haven't played any of the Metal Gear Solid games. I like them based on the character designs, but I don't know the games, so I can't tell you much about that. But it looks cool, and it pegs on pretty nicely. I don't know if the arm is supposed to be hidden or not. You can still see the white part, but otherwise it's pretty cool. We're going to leave that off for now. I'll post some pictures at the end so you can see what it looks like. And then, of course, he comes with a sword, or a sword, if you want to call it that, which he holds very well. His hand grips it nice and tight. Sword's got some nice detailing in the handle, and it's painted fairly well. It looks kind of big. You can see it's a, let's see how tall it is compared to him. Almost as tall as he is. It's a little bit shorter, but still pretty cool sword. The paint on this guy, oh, he also comes with one of these. Just a little minimal acrylic display stage if you need that. So the paint on this guy, everything is metallic. The blue is a really nice metallic blue. The orange is a nice metallic orange. This pearly off-white is a nice metallic pearly off-white. The line work, not so good. You can see the white lines are kind of fuzzy. Same thing with the orange. It could be a lot better and would have made this guy stand out. The line work on the head, it's not bad. It could be better. But on a figure this size, I think it's good enough and I'm okay with it. It's really just those three colors for the most part, so they could have done a little bit of a better job, I think. As far as articulation goes, this guy is basically the same as Snake minus the eyes. We have a ball hinge at the top of the neck, ball hinge at the bottom of the neck, no side to side due to the sculpt, but you still get a really overly useful forward hinge. Shoulder pads are just like Snake's. You can see a little better on this guy though. We've got a ball hinge there and on that end. So you can technically use those, but practically, yeah, they work okay until the arm pops off. So that's no good. I guess it's not a ball hinge, it's just a ball peg on that side. So that's interesting. I've heard this guy's arms fall off easily. Now I can confirm it. Ball peg, ball hinge. Interesting. Ball hinge on the elbow, which looks fine when it's open, but when you close it, super hollow, really weird looking joints, and that is why I don't collect Revoltech figures. I'm selling both of my Revoltech figures, my Snake and my Raiden. We already saw the wrist articulation, don't need to look at that again. For the torso, upper torso is another ball hinge, so the hinge is forward and back for the ab crunch, and then it swivels going down and it swivels going back to give you a little bit of a side to side. Doesn't work that well though. For the waist, I think it's a ball hinge, it might be a ball peg. Since it's not my figure, I don't want to pull on it to find out. Crotch is a floating piece here. And then for the hips, we have a ball hinge at the top of the hip and then a ball peg at the bottom for the leg to move around on. We don't get the best range of motion without the leg getting turned in a wonky pose. So that's no good. And it's also kind of ugly once you start using it. You can see inside very easily. And then this part gets in the way and it's just, you can't really get the legs to go straight because the knees are sculpted at an angle and they're crooked and he's got bow legs. And it's just, if you're a Revoltech collector, you're familiar with what I'm talking about. A really, really ugly knee joint. completely disconnected as you're in the middle of the pose. It's just a giant ball floating in between his two leg parts. So that's kind of strange. Ankles are fine though, pretty standard ball hinge. Ankle rocker built in because you can just rotate it around. So that's good. It's just not great. There's lots of weird issues with these figures, but that's standard for Revoltech. There goes that arm again. Man, when somebody told me that they pop off easily, I didn't think it was going to be that easily, but it is. So it's a cool looking figure, and once you get him posed, I'm sure he's going to look fine on a shelf, but don't expect it to be super impressive because there are quite a few little irritating things about this figure. So stick around, I'll show you some photos of him posed so you can see what he's going to look like once you put the time in. If you're a Metal Gear Solid fan, hey, I said it, and a Revoltech fan, then this is an easy pickup for you. If you're only a fan of either or, then it's a maybe. If you're not a fan of either, not a big fan of either anyway, like me, then well, I'd say not to get it. That's why I don't have it. That's why I had to borrow these from Noble to review them for you guys. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.